Hi Scorpio, this is your love message for the month of November 2021. If this does not resonate with you, check your sun, your moon, and your rising sign or your Venus. Alright, what messages do we have for Scorpio for the month of November 2021 when it pertains to the love life? This one flipped over, you have the High Priestess. You could be dealing with a psychic, you could be psychic. This is meditating, turning in, something being hidden from you, develop your intuitive gifts, trust the wisdom you receive, so that you're going to have to follow your intuition when it comes to this. All right, another one flipped out. The moon, it's so funny though, because this is Pisces. In this deck, I find this to be quite interesting. So the High Priestess and the moon are the same angel. This one flipped over, and then this one flipped over. Now, I consider like a High Priestess maybe like a water sign, even a Libra, because Libras, I mean, have you ever noticed that all the readers on here are all Libras? Very psychic, things being hidden. This is very much things being hidden from you, Scorpio, in the month of November. I mean, it is your month. All right, I'm just going to throw those back in and keep shuffling. What messages do we have for Scorpio for their love life for the month of November 2021? What messages do we have for Scorpio and their love life for the month of November 2021? What messages do we have for Scorpio? All right. Situation at hand. Oh my God. High Priestess again. Psychic intuition. But what's crossing? Interesting. Yourself, Scorpio, you're crossing yourself. You're not listening to your intuition. Because the Queen of Cups is also psychic. Here it says loving, compassionate, psychic, self-sacrificing, deep psychic insights. Caring for others, but forgetting to take care of self. Trust your intuition, a deep love of family and friends. Follow your heart. You're not either listening to your intuition or you're not following your heart, Scorpio. What's up with that? Anyways. Subconsciously, this is what's below you. Sorry, a little bit of a cough today. This is the Eight of Swords. This is illusion of being trapped. This is just an illusion, because look, the gate's open. She can get out. She's barely, even right here, she actually has her hand on her blindfold. She can take it off. You gotta, for some reason you think you're trapped to something. What do you think you're trapped to? In the past, Page of Cups, a love situation for sure. Now this is sensitive, open-hearted, inexperienced. Oh, I'm kind of getting a Scorpio in the past. You got into a relationship and I feel like it was like you were very naive, even though I don't think that Scorpios are naive at all. I think you guys are very intelligent because I'm a Scorpio rising, but I feel like in the past, there was a love situation, and I'm getting that somebody was kind of naive to the situation at hand. Kind of was not using your psychic abilities. That's just what I'm getting, even though the card is upright, and I only read upright. I'm just listening to what Spirit is telling me. This could have been actually a relationship when you were a lot younger. All right. Currently, yeah, my God, there's a lot of cups here, and there's been hurt. And this Four of Cups here, what I see here are these are relationships, even though they didn't fall, they're not fallen, which is interesting because you think that they should have fallen, but there's really nothing in them. I feel like these were shallow relationships that had really nothing to them, that kind of left you feeling blah, in the end, sometimes we can get into relationships with people who just don't really have much in them. Maybe they looked really good, but they had really nothing else to offer. And now this has left you like this. But look, there's an angel right behind you offering you a cup, but you don't see it. Like, either you don't see it or you don't want to take it because you're just so heartbroken over these 3 cups having nothing in them that you just assume that there's probably nothing in this one either. All right, in the near future, ego. See, there's lots of feeling like you're trapped, but you're not trapped. Because I think what you feel like, you're trapped to these past 3 relationships, but you're not. That's just kind of an illusion. And it's an illusion because, like, I'm pretty sure, I think this is Archangel Michael. I could be wrong. I need to read the book. But look, he's letting you loose from your chains, the ties that bind. This is accepting responsibility for your situation and then making choices that support your path to happiness, addictions, and unhealthy habits. I mean, we can get addicted to people and certain kinds of people, unemotional, people who are emotionally unavailable, because we might have had a parent who was like that. All right, you and your energy right now. This is the Ace of Wands. Now, this is an exciting, new, passionate. You might have a relationship coming in for you, but it's very fiery and very passionate. I would say definitely be very careful about jumping into passion really, really quick, because I feel like for Scorpio in the past, there was some kind of naivety, being naive, and jumping in head first, and jumping in sexually really fast. You want to get to know somebody. I definitely see this new passion, this new spark for something. All right, you and your environment, you have the 10 of Wands. This is a huge burden. Love brings you burden. Love in the past has brought you burden. But that's not really the way love is supposed to be. It's not supposed to, bring you burden. And right now, I feel like maybe you have this being trapped in your head is just bringing you a heavy burden. There's a lot of weight on your shoulders. Don't let yourself get too stressed. You really probably should back up a little bit. Because really, if the person is meant to be with you, they're going to be with you. And, divine timing is divine timing. And there's some things that we're not in control of. I find Scorpios to be interesting because even though you guys are a water sign, to me, you are way more fiery. You're considered water and fire. And most Scorpios I know are very fiery people. But being that fiery person who likes to jump into things, you can really bring yourself a lot of burdens. So your hopes and your fears. Oh my God, at night you guys can't sleep. This really does bring you a lot of fear. Let's look here in your subconscious. You have the 8, you're trapped. The 9 of swords, swords and swords. It's like you can't get out of your head. Because the things that happened in the past, there's a lot of fear that it's going to happen again. Now, your outcome. Oh, another thing I want to tell you about Scorpio is we do tend, because I am a Scorpio rising, we do have this tendency to obsess on things. That is not good either. I mean, I literally have to catch myself when I am obsessing. I have to catch myself and put, an end to it. I have to really be self-aware when I'm becoming obsessed over things, because that's not good either. That's so not good. Now your outcome, you could be dealing with a Taurus. You could be getting married, but It's not really what I'm seeing here. This wise counselor is somebody who's going to kind of help you on a spiritual path, kind of look at things in a spiritual way. I mean, you could be going to church. You could even be learning meditation. You can have somebody who's teaching you, because I actually took a class on meditation. It's so much easier when someone teaches you. I mean, it really is. Somebody who's really proficient at it. But this is a spiritually minded community. Remember when you had the two cards that popped out? You had the High Priestess and the Moon. I feel like that's what you're going towards. I think that you are going to definitely take time out for yourself and start working on the spiritual aspect of your life. Because really right now, I think for some Scorpios who are watching this, and this is not for all Scorpios, this is not going to be everybody's reading. I think you're realizing, hey, I got to make a change here because I can't live like this anymore. I can't have this fear. I cannot have this fear surrounding me when it comes to love because I can't do it. All right, card at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, Six of Swords. Lots of swords energy here. This is actually moving to calmer waters. This is what you want to do. Here's the King of Cups. You want to get your emotions fully in check because they're not. You're scared, and it's okay. This is what you're going for. You want to move towards being this person where if something happens, you're still grounded and centered. But for now, you know, it's like, this is great to be able to defend yourself. This person has been through a lot of stuff, but this is also a wall that's been put up that you might not want to take down. Because this is you protecting yourself against all energy, good energy, bad energy. Eventually, you're going to have to let someone in, and right now, it doesn't seem like it's the time. I don't know. You know, it's like I want to clarify more about, I don't really see anybody else in here. This is little you. This is your energy. You know what? Here's James Van Praagh, The Power of Love, the activation cards. This is, this will dig a little deeper. I was going to do this full-on love spread, but I feel like right now for you, like, just love is not your cup of tea. So let's just get a message from this deck, and then we'll get some more messages from other decks. Okay, let's see here. Purpose. You possess the determination and dedication to consciously demonstrate love. Okay, maybe that's something you're fearful of, is you think maybe you can't demonstrate it. Maybe you're more of a talker than a doer at this point. Maybe you have these great intentions, but you can't really actually do it. Demonstrate it. Because love is what you do, it's not what you say. Now, forgiveness. Okay, this is an important one for you. Because if you're still holding on to these three empty cups from your past, you're not forgiving the situation. You need to forgive yourself, forgive the people, and forgive the situation at hand in order to let it go, in order to really bring that love and to heal. Forgiveness. Now you are able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurts. Yeah, you have past hurts that you don't want to let go of. And it's okay. Shoot, I do the same damn thing. I mean, oh, I didn't even see this one. This one popped out. Compassion. You demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living love. So I see purpose and compassion kind of as the same thing. You're going to have to start demonstrating and living it. You got to start walking your talk, because talk is cheap, man. You know, and maybe it could have been somebody who did that to you. Someone could have just been all talk, and it kind of puts you in that energy space. Let me see here. What messages do we have? So this is your Life's Past cards. I think these are by, let me see, James Van Praagh too. I just love him. I think he's such a great psychic. All right. What messages do we have for Scorpio regarding their love life? Envy. You could be envying other people's relationships. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. You know, just, okay. Really great example. Let's talk about the couple who went on the trip. I don't want to say their names. And she ended up being murdered by the guy. And, you know, he's dead now. I don't really want to say their names because I don't want to get, I don't know, demonetized or whatever. But if we looked at their relationship, because they were posting whatever they had online, and I did actually look at his Instagram, and it was like, love, she's the love of my life. Well, you know what? Looks can be very deceiving. So, because maybe it looks like it's good, it doesn't mean it's a good relationship. It could be very toxic. Oh God, these two, that's so weird how they came out in my hand. Acceptance. These literally actually kind of flew out in my hand. It was kind of interesting. Acceptance. I'm learning to accept the things I cannot change. You cannot change the past. You have to accept it for what is. And when you do that, it makes things a lot easier to deal with. And service. I feel good when I can help others. Oh my God, I'm getting, you know, this is a holiday season. There are a lot of people who do need help, maybe even like volunteering somewhere. This might actually take your mind off it. It might give you those really good feelings that you need right now. They kind of take your mind off of this stuff in order for you to heal. And kind of see that other people have things, situations. People might have things worse than you, and you might say, hey, you know what? Maybe it's not so bad for me. Maybe I can look at things a little differently. Now, these are the surrender cards. What does Scorpio need to surrender in order to move past these relationships that hurt Scorpio in the past? What does Scorpio need to surrender in order to move on? Oh, shoot. Sorry, that's too many. That one I'm going to take. Surrender to rest and sleep, to prevent burnout, slow down, honor your need for quiet time, peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind and body. Yeah, because look, here you're not sleeping. Right here, you're not really sleeping because you have so much on your shoulders. You need to find a way to rest your mind because this keeps you awake. What does Scorpio need to surrender in order to move past the hurts from the past? Surrender to silence and guided meditation or contemplation. Let go. Enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. I feel like there's one more message. Okay, no, there's 3 more and they came out. This is what I was talking about, and I knew this. Surrender obsessive thinking. If you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma around over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. Yeah, pray. Pray to your angels, pray to God, pray to whoever it is that you believe in to kind of like release this burden to let go of these obsessive thoughts. Okay, you actually have 2 here that popped out together. Now, this is surrender to passion. Now, this is a new passionate experience, but I don't see any really good experiences in here to be passionate about, but I feel like you are ready to be passionate. There is something you're passionate about because, like, see the spark? There's kind of a spark right there. Surrender to passion. Get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Yes, that's what it's saying. Get out of your head. Move forward. Feel the fire. What are you passionate about? It doesn't even have to be love right now. It could be anything. It could be anything. You could do a hobby. It could be, oh my God, I got for somebody who's hiking. What are you passionate about? And focus on that. Let the past go. And then surrender your fear to intimacy. I think you're afraid to get close to someone. You are ready to let love in, compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop your heart. Okay. What advice do you have for Scorpio regarding their love life for the month of November? I'm not gonna say the month of November, but this is big energy. What messages? What messages do you have? What advice do you have for Scorpio regarding their love life for the month of November? All that glitters is not gold. You might have been pulled into relationships that looked great on paper, but they were not. They were not all viable. And this is another thing that I think a lot of people don't realize, that because you can go online and meet so many people. You know, everybody looks like a viable option, but they're not. The majority of them are not. I would say 9 out of 10 will not be a viable option. You need to learn how to look past that. And that's why they're saying you're not using your intuition right now. You do have loyal heart. You could be dealing with someone or meeting someone who has a loyal heart, but you need to have a loyal heart too. You need, in order for you to find someone who's going to be loyal, you need to really find the loyalty in yourself and be loyal to yourself also. Being loyal to another person is also being loyal to yourself. What advice? Okay. Interesting. You do have building blocks. Now, this could be building with someone, but this is also building from the ground up for yourself. That's the message I'm getting. Building yourself from the ground up. With a steady foundation. I feel like you have tried to build things with people that did not have steady foundations, and it crumbled, and you really couldn't figure out what happened. But what you need to do is build a steady foundation. If you meet someone, get to know them first, be their friend, have fun, and don't think so much about the end result, like, oh, are we going to get married? Are we going to have a long-term relationship? Meet someone, get to know them first. That's how you start building this steady foundation. Because card at the bottom of the deck is round and round. This is kind of the same situation over and over again. I think you tend to meet the same kind of people, have the same kind of situations, but you need to live in the here and now. What other advice do you have for Scorpio? One more. Fork in the road. You need to make a decision. You can either keep going in the direction you're going and staying stuck, or change. Ascended Masters. This is going to be the last deck I pull from. Ascended Masters, what messages do you have for Scorpio regarding their love life? You know, or what do they just need to know in general? Like, get them past being hurt. Spiritual law of attraction. Now, the law of attraction is interesting. You kind of, what you put out is what you get back. Like I said with being loyal heart, if you're loyal, you're going to find loyalty. Be loyal to yourself. Love yourself. You will find someone who loves themselves, and then they can love you too. Now, I'm not saying that everybody who's been cheated on or someone's been loyal to you, that you weren't loyal. That's not what I'm saying here. Is what I'm saying there's also other things that play into that, like karma and different things like that. But I feel like once you become loyal to yourself, you work the law of attraction, you're going to find what you're looking for. Okay, a few popped out on the floor. All right. So nurture yourself. This is about loving yourself, taking care of yourself. And trust. Trust yourself, because I feel like you don't trust yourself. Yeah, and there's a lot of burden on you right now, so definitely is now the time to take time out for yourself. All right, well, I hope I helped. I know this is kind of like a heavy reading, and kind of like, I don't know. You can definitely work past this. Here's another thing. If you believe in cords, people will, even years down the road, we can have cords attached to us. You might need to get like an aura healing, an energy healing, a psychic reading. You can get one from me. You might need to have cords cut from people in the past. I can also do that too. Just send me an email. It should be in the description there somewhere, and let me know if you need help. But other than that, have a great Thanksgiving.